What's going on, everyone? Nick Smith-Koblitz here from Crypto Paranormal Investigations. Great as always to be back with you. In today's video, we're talking all about CCTV. Some investigators call them DVRs. These are the snazzy multi-camera monitoring systems you see on all the TV shows. I'm going to show you the ins and outs of how they work, walk you through how to set one up, and I also wanted to compare using one of these systems to just using a bunch of standard camcorders on tripods. If you're an investigator who's starting out or looking to expand your investigation kit, are these systems worth it? Should you spend your money? So with that said, let's roll the intro and get into it. So CCTV stands for Closed Circuit Camera System, and while it sounds super fancy, basically what it means is you have a camera or multiple cameras that output their feed directly, either wirelessly or via cables, to a recording system. CCTV systems were originally designed for security and surveillance applications, and for the past 16 years or so, investigators have been using them to monitor locations during investigations. Using multi-camera monitoring systems, either via CCTV or just standard cameras on tripods, can be a huge benefit on investigations. One of the most common things my team uses them for is allocating time and location of any people that might be on site, be it investigators or the clients, so we can account for and rule out any human contamination. It also provides an objective perspective of any unusual phenomenon that might occur, and provides a record of your investigation. CCTV systems are comprised of three main components. You have your camera, you have your monitor, and then you have your DVR, or your recording device. This is the part that's the most important. It records all your footage and displays the feed in the split cam view. And then of course you have all your peripherals, cables for your cameras, mice, extension cords, and so forth. Most investigators, my team included, prefer wired systems over wireless setups. Wireless systems are inherently susceptible to signal interference, which can lead you with severely contaminated evidence and overall poor video quality. With wireless systems, you're also limited by how far you can place your camera from your recording device, which is a huge drawback if you need to investigate a large location. If you're using good quality cables, on the other hand, you can run your cameras hundreds of feet away from your recorder without any problems. I'll throw links to everything that we talk about below so you guys can find what you need. Okay, so for anyone that's unfamiliar, I'm going to go ahead and quickly demonstrate how you set up a CCTV system. When it comes to setting up the actual camera system, we like to start by setting up the monitor and recorder first so we can check our camera angles as we go along. First, pick a spot that's out of the way of the areas that you'll be investigating and your clients if possible, and this is where you're going to set up your little command center. Consider the location that you're in and the claims of activity that are there. Anywhere where there's been visual phenomenon reported, apparitions, shadows, strange lights, moving objects, those are locations you want to prioritize for your video monitoring. So this is one of our DVRs right here. This one's made by Swan. Depending on what brand you get, it may look a little bit different. This is an 8-channel model, so it will record up to 8 cameras in full 1080p HD. First, go ahead and plug in your monitor and any peripherals like a mouse if your system needs one. Next, you're going to go ahead and connect the video output of your DVR system to your monitor. This system records in HD, so it uses an HDMI output. Now your monitor can be whatever you want. This thing's just an ancient 17-inch HD TV, and it hasn't died, so we're still using it. Once you have your DVR system connected to your monitor, just go ahead and turn them both on. Just make sure you have your monitor set to the proper channel to get the signal feed from your DVR. I'm set to HDMI. Okay, so now we're ready to start setting up our cameras. What we're gonna do is grab a reel of our video cable here. Quick note on cables, you can get lots of different kinds of cables. Most systems use what are called BNC cables, which is what this is here. But I would recommend looking at what are called Siamese cables. And all this means is that you have your video cable and your power cable on one line. The first thing you're going to do is connect one end of the video cable to a video input on the back of your DVR. Now you're ready to run this cable to wherever you need to place your cameras. When setting up CCTV cameras, my team always covers the area where the phenomenon has been reported, but also tries to cover any doors or windows leading in and out of that area. This can help you rule out human contamination if you catch something unusual. Once you have your camera in place, go ahead and connect the opposite end of that video cable to the video output on your camera. And since I'm using Siamese cables, all I got to do is connect the other end of the power cable and my camera is good to go. And after that, it's basically the same for each of your cameras. Now, most DVRs today come with some kind of built-in software that controls video quality, frame rate, and other features. So you really want to make sure you read whatever materials come with your system so you know the ins and outs of your menus and other functions. As always, we want to make sure we set our system to record the highest quality possible. One of the great things about CCTV is you can set up multiple cameras and have them record for hours without having to worry about changing batteries or tapes or memory cards like you would on a traditional camcorder. Many CCTV systems are designed with the ability to shoot in natural light and in total darkness using built-in infrared LEDs, and can switch between day and night modes automatically. On the downside, setting up CCTV takes a lot longer than a traditional camcorder on a tripod. And if you're working alone or have a small team with limited time to investigate a location, as we often do, then the time it takes to set a CCTV system up might not be worth it. Many CCTV systems also lack the ability to record audio, or limit recording to one channel at a time, which is a huge drawback and means you have to bring extra equipment if you want audio monitoring. Using standard camcorders on tripods, on the other hand, with or without night vision, often produce higher quality images than CCTV systems. And since they rely on interchangeable rechargeable batteries, means you can use them to monitor outdoor locations or other sites that don't have electricity. All video cameras also have a microphone of some sort or another, and while the quality varies, I think some audio is better than none at all. Now, my team's been using CCTV systems on our field investigations for over 10 years now, and one of the biggest drawbacks we've found is just the time it takes to set them up. There's just so much stuff, cameras and wires and monitors and cables, and it can just bog you down unnecessarily. And at the end of the day, I just don't think these systems are as efficient as a traditional camcorder. So that's it, everyone. Those are the ins and outs and my thoughts on DVRs. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer CCTV or do you use a standard camcorder on a tripod? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to the channel, ring that little bell, do all of the things, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.